Actually, there's an interesting story. Originally, I went into education after being an engineer major for about a year. And a very close friend who was in a sorority said to me, Lorna, I want you to go to this school with me and see some other possibilities. So I went to an inner city school in Columbus, and I saw this phenomenal principal who was awesome and inspiring. And he talked about how he was working with this community that was very needy, but the job was so fulfilling. And so it was right then that I decided that I wanted to have that feeling of being needed, of having a purpose, of having something to give back to the world. And so I changed my major to education. And once again, another friend convinced me to go into special education, because why not work with the cream of the crop, the kids who are most needy. So in my early years, I taught at a school, a separate facility for children with emotional difficulties. And in the beginning, I was very nervous. I thought I could change the world. The kids thought they could change me. But I learned so much from them. The thing I love about special education is the fact that the kids have no pretense. They are who they are. And when you work with them, and if you are lucky enough for them to allow you into their world, you share a special space with them, and you get to know them like family. And that has carried me through many, many difficult times with students. Knowing that I share a space with them, knowing that we're here doing something that is extraordinary. I'm not just their teacher, I am on a journey with them to help them become better than who they are today, and they help me be better at who I am also. So special education has meant many things to me, because I had my hat in many different fields in the district, but at the very minimum, it's brought me back to myself. And I'm just forever grateful for the students, the parents, and the teachers who've been there for me.
My parents taught at Oberlin College, and I was always raised in an academic background. Yet in public school, I had a lot of trouble reading, spelling. Somehow my intellectual ideas couldn't get across in paper or pencil form. And I remember in middle school, we were watching an after-school video. And the video was about a child who had dyslexia. And I didn't know that at the time, but I could identify with this child on the video. And I remember feeling really bewildered, and I ran home after school, and I was like, Mom, is there something you need to tell me about myself? And she opened up and said, yeah, you have a learning disability, you have dyslexia. And from that point, we did seek out a specialized school to help me. And I was able to unlock reading and writing and decoding, and gather the necessary self-discipline to become a very good student. And I was so thankful for my teachers in middle school and then up into high school that I wanted to give to other kids a way out, a way to be successful, just like I felt I had been. And so I went to college and pursued the career as wanting to become a special education teacher. Since then, I've never looked back. When I'm in the classroom and when I work with my kids, I can see myself. And I don't want to see them give up. I don't want to see them frustrated. Although those are all natural consequences of having a learning disability or being in special education, but how to adapt and talk to someone to help overcome. It's basically why I decided to become a special education teacher, and I find it very rewarding to not only myself, but I hope to my students in their future as well.